Hello, everybody. Well, welcome to the White House and happy Hanukkah. Before we begin, let's give a big round of applause to our musical guests, the Maccabees. This is not the first time they have performed here, but they are more popular than ever. Their latest viral video is called Latke Recipe. So if the food is better than usual this year, you will know why. Ordinarily, I like to tell people at the afternoon Hanukkah party that this is the special one. And then I tell the people in the evening, they're the special ones. But this afternoon really is special because we are joined by Israel's president, President Rivlin, and Mrs. Rivlin. Now, earlier today, we had an excellent meeting where we reaffirmed the unbreakable bond between the United States and Israel. President Rivlin is a strong voice for equal treatment of all citizens of Israel and greater understanding between Israelis and Palestinians. And I was deeply moved by his expressions of commitment to equality and justice. We're also honored that after Rabbi Susan Talvi from St. Louis's Central Reform Congregation leads us in the blessing, President Rivlin and Ms. Rivlin will join us in lighting the Hanukkah candles. We do have some other special guests who are here today. I want to welcome all the members of Congress who are here. Also, last Hanukkah, some of you may remember, we celebrated Alan Gross's return home from Cuba. We are proud to have Alan here today at the White House. So that's worthy of celebration. Now, all of us come together, along with Jews around the world, to celebrate a band of Maccabees who inspire us even today. They were outnumbered, they were outarmed, and yet they proved that freedom can prevail over tyranny. Hope can triumph over despair. Light can prevail over darkness. That sounds like a description of the new Star Wars movie. But this one happened a little earlier. The light from one day's worth of oil has lasted not just for 8 days, but for more than 2,000 years. The Maccabees' sense of faith and courage and righteousness continue to animate the Jewish community even now. It's no accident that when we're called out to speak on behalf of refugees or against religious persecution, American Jews remember what it was like to be a stranger and are leading the way. And even as we draw from the best of our traditions, we're never afraid to build on what came before and to forge a better future for our children and our grandchildren. And that's certainly the story of the menorah that we light this afternoon. Ze'ev Rabban was born in Poland, studied in Munich, Paris, and Brussels before immigrating to what would become the State of Israel. As a member of the Bezalel School, he helped create a new Hebrew style of art, and his work is uniquely Jewish, but its beauty is universal, just like so many of the values that we celebrate on this holiday. So as we light one of Ze'ev Rabban's beautiful menorahs, may we too be inspired to create something beautiful and lasting in this world. May the warmth of family and friends around the world bring us comfort and bring us joy, and may miracles past and present continue to inspire us as we build a better world together. And with that, I would like to invite President Rivlin to say a few words, and then we will get the blessing from our rabbi.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you so very much. President Obama, Barack, and First Lady Michelle, thank you. Thank you for honoring and hosting my wife, Nechama, and me, and all the guests from Israel to celebrate Hanukkah with you. This is my 76th Hanukkah. I remember nearly all of them. I love all of them. But this one is for sure a little different. It is not easy to be away from your family, from our children and our grandchildren, to be away from Israel or from the wonderful city of Jerusalem, especially at Hanukkah. But they told me that the latkes and the donuts would be worth coming all the way, so here we are. Yeah. Standing here next to the menorah, which we call a Chanukiah in Hebrew, we remember the brave Maccabees. We remember they did not fight against, they fought for liberty, for freedom of religion, for their traditions, for our traditions, for their ability to celebrate their own identity. Hanukkah is the holiday of spiritual activism. It is a holiday which represents the spirit of human being, created equally in the image of God. Today, we see around the world terrible crimes and the danger to humanity cause a lack of respect, freedom of faith, freedom of religion. Each night of Hanukkah, we add a new light to the menorah. Rabbi Abraham Heschel, one of the best friends of Martin Luther King, wrote in his book, Insecurity of Freedom, that people usually follow the path of regression. They begin high and fall down. But instead, we should be like the Hanukkah candles and follow the path of progression. He said that the people will have the strength to ascend if the leader himself continues to rise. Today, we are all looking for strong and clear moral leadership of the kind of you represent, President Obama. Leadership committed to the safety of its people, to the opportunity and the dignity of every human being. I would like to light this candle, this little flame, with a prayer and hope that one day religious, culture, and moral liberty will be enjoyed without question by each and every person in the world. Hanukkah Sameach. Happy Hanukkah. And to the Christian people all over the world, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Now we go to the...
With all the schmutz in the world, can you believe that we are here with the President of the United States and the President of Israel celebrating Hanukkah in the White House? The two of you. And I know we bring many people here with us, each and every one of us. I stand here today for my 90-year-old father, whose parents fled the Ottoman Empire. And as they passed by Lady Liberty, they planted within us the promise that the gates of this nation would stay open for all immigrants and all refugees who would come to build America. And I also stand here with my fierce family of clergy and Black Lives Matter activists who took to the streets of Ferguson to stand firm until all members of the community would see God in the face of the other. And I stand here for two groups of St. Louis moms, one working to get guns off our streets, and the other working to help clean up the fires of toxic nuclear waste that are threatening our lives in St. Louis and across the country. And of course, I stand with my sisters who lit these lights at the Kotel this year. I stand here to light these lights to say no to the darkness of Islamophobia and homophobia and transphobia and racism and anti-Semitism and all the other isms that dare to dim our hope. And I stand here, like President Rivlin said, I stand here like the Maccabees of old who defied the culture of their time that said that destiny could not be changed, and instead they jumped in to write a new story that demanded freedom and equal opportunity for all. And today, friends, we stand with the President of the United States and the President of Israel, who today stand together in this critical moment in history when we must do everything to ensure security for Israelis and justice for Palestinians as allies committed to a lasting peace for all people. Inshallah, 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 inshallah. As a mother with a son named for a fallen Israeli soldier and with a daughter living in Israel, I offer these blessings to inspire all of us to jump into the story, to stand up to those who try to fill us with fear, and to dare to believe that we can make a better, less violent world for our children. Remembering that the real miracle occurred when, knowing that there was not enough oil, we still had the holy chutzpah to light that first candle, because we knew that godliness and goodness are beyond what we think we know. And there is always a chance for something more and something new. The real miracle that no matter how much violence there is in Paris, in California, or in the streets of our nations, we will respond with more love, more understanding, and more compassion, and we will see that the good in us has grown like the lights of Hanukkah, and in spite of all odds, like the Maccabees of old, we too will win. Please join me in the blessings. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehalakeh shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim la'avoteinu le'imotenu v'yamim